So this class, it's
Yes.
not going to be a grammar lesson. It's going to be focusing on functional language. So that's phrases that you use when you're communicating with people. And most importantly, reaction. So reactions are the things that you say to respond to somebody in the correct way, okay? And sometimes in a second language, that can be challenging because you're not quite sure whether you're saying or doing the right thing after someone has spoken to you. So we're going to practice that today, and we're going to do a lot of practice together of you guys speaking and using these phrases. All right, so let's get started. What are we doing today? This is a practical English class. The focus is reacting to what people say. So you guys can all give me a reaction now. You can go, yes, all good. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yay, thank you very much for that reaction. Okay, so by the end of the lesson, this is what we are going to be able to do, okay? We're going to be able to react when something is surprising.
Really?
We are going to react when something is interesting. We are going to react when somebody gives us some good news. And there's not a prize, but if you can guess what the last one is.
Bad news.
Bad news. Excellent. We have a winner. We're going to watch an introduction video so we get some background information about Rob and Jenny. And we're looking in your textbook at exercise number 1B on page 12. Okay.
My name's Jenny Zielinski, and New York is my city. I live here, and I work for a magazine, New York 24/7.
My name's Rob Walker. I'm a writer on New York 24/7. You can probably tell from my accent that I'm not actually from New York. I'm British, and I came over to the States a few months ago.
So that was a little bit of background about Rob and Jenny. I'm just going to, can you guys all see in your books this exercise number 1B? Are you guys all able to see that? Yeah? Okay, I'm going to put you guys into breakout rooms again, just for a couple of minutes. And I'd like you to talk about that exercise and see if you can remember the answer to those questions. You guys going okay?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I will leave you alone then. All right, see you soon.
To New York a few
Months
Years?
ago.
months ago. 2 years or months?
Oh,
Months.
yeah. Months.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
months.
Sorry.
Are you guys
Long
going? Are
time.
you guys going okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
I'll leave you alone. I'll see you soon.
Great.
Nice.
All right, so I'm just going to share my screen again so we can have a look at these answers together. Make sure that we're all on the same page. So
Yeah.
they work for a
Magazine?
magazine. Good.
Yeah.
He is British.
British. Yes.
He came to New York for a few months.
Months.
So guys, I know the pronunciation of this word can be a little bit challenging, so let's maybe try that one together. Months.
Months.
That's it. Months.
Months.
Like money.
Months.
Money.
Month.
Months.
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 Good. Yeah.
Month.
Good.
Month.
So Jenny went to London. Did everyone get London?
Yeah.
Yep.
Jenny went, yeah, no.
Then he
Really
came
is like-
to New York.
New York.
He was
Only.
offered a permanent job. Good. Jenny helped Rob
Fine.
find. Good. And he misses his friends and family. Good. Did
Family.
everybody get all of that?
No,
No,
Not
no,
quite.
no.
Yeah.
So now Jenny is going to introduce Rob to her parents. So Rob, is going to have some bad news for Jenny, and Jenny has some good news for her parents.
I can't believe we got here so late.
I'm sorry, Jenny. I had to finish that article for Dawn.
Don't forget the chocolates.
Okay. Oh, no.
I don't believe it. Don't tell me you forgot them.
I think they're still on my desk.
You're kidding.
You know what my desk's like.
Yeah, it's a complete mess. Why don't you ever tidy it?
We could go and buy some more.
How can we get some more? We're already late. Hi there.
You made it.
Sorry we're late. So this is my mom and dad, Harry and Sally, and this, of course, is Rob.
Hello.
So nice to meet you at last.
Yes, Jenny's finally decided to introduce you to us.
Well, come in. Come in.
Mom, I'm really sorry. We bought you some chocolates, but we left them at the office.
Oh, what a pity. But never mind.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We know what a busy young woman you are. And your mom has made way too much food for this evening anyway.
Oh, Harry.
But I also have some good news.
Really? What's that?
Well, you know we have a new boss. He's still new to the job and needs support. So today he made me the managing editor of the magazine.
So you've got a promotion. How fantastic.
That's great news. Hey, does that mean Jenny's gonna be your boss, Rob?
Yes, I guess so.
Well, not exactly. I'm a manager, but I'm not Rob's manager.
Let's go and have dinner.
What a great idea.
So guys, I'm going to do this really quickly again. I'm going to put you really quickly back into your breakout rooms for 1 minute, and I want you to discuss what was Rob's bad news, what was Jenny's good news. Won't even take a minute, maybe 30 seconds. You're going to disappear and then you're going to come straight back, okay? So guys, what was Rob's bad news?
He forgot the chocolates.
He forgot the chocolates. It's really not that bad.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and what was Jenny's good news?
She had a promotion.
She got a promotion.
She got a promotion. Excellent.
She got a promotion.
Very good. So guys, the next exercise in your book, you should have, just going to skip past this, a list of true and false sentences in your books. So I'm going to give you all a couple of minutes. You don't have to say anything. You can just do this quietly where you are. I'd like you to have a look at those. Well, I've got 7 questions. You guys have got 6 questions. And I'd like you to try to remember whether you think these are true or false. And we're going to have another quick look at the video, okay? No worries. All right, so let's have a look at these questions together. True or false? Rob left the chocolates at the office.
True.
True. Rob's desk is usually very tidy.
Oh,
False.
False. He is messy.
Mess.
This is the second time that Rob has met Jenny's parents.
False.
False.
first
It
time.
is the first time. Sally has prepared a big dinner.
True.
True. Good. So Harry said she has made way too much food. Jenny's new job is the managing director.
False.
This is this is probably the hardest one. It is actually false.
False.
False. So she's been made a director, but not the managing director. That's the big boss.
Manager.
That's right.
Okay, manager.
So Jenny is going to be Rob's manager.
False.
False. And you guys didn't have this one in your book, but I needed to ask the question. They are all good actors.
It's true.
True.
Yes. Good actor.
I think false.
It's true.
Oh dear. All right, guys, well done. Let's keep going. So this is the really important part. So what we've got is people in a situation where they are reacting and responding to what other people are saying. Okay, so you guys have this. This is exercise number 130 in your textbook.
Okay.
I'm going to put you back into your breakout rooms again, just for a short time. And I'd like you to see if you can remember what these phrases were that they were saying in these conversations. Okay, right, so let's have a look. Jenny said, "Don't forget the chocolates." Rob said, "Okay." Oh,
No.
No.
Oh no.
come on. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Good, you guys are good at that one. Jenny said, "I don't
Believe
it.
it.
I don't believe it." And so guys, just on the right hand side of my screen here as well. So, oh no is an expression that we use when something is bad news. When somebody says, "I don't believe it," do you think that's surprise or interest or good news or bad news?
Surprising.
A surprise. Good.
Surprise.
So
Bad news.
the interesting thing is with this is that it can be both good news and bad news, depending on your tone of voice.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can say, like Jenny, "Oh, I don't believe it," and that's obviously bad. Or I can say, "Oh, I don't believe it," and that can be good. So it's expressing surprise, but that can be a good emotion or a bad emotion, depending on the information that we are receiving. All right. So why don't we practice together? Let's say something bad has happened, and we're going to say, "I don't believe it."
I don't believe
I
it.
don't
Good.
believe it.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you,
I don't
both of
believe
you. And let's imagine that something good has happened, and we're going to say, "I don't believe it."
I
don't believe it.
Yeah, so
don't believe
good.
it.
Really good. Okay. So next one. I think they are still on my desk. What did Jenny say?
You're kidding.
You are
kidding.
You are kidding. So this is the contraction. Okay. So we're going to say you're.
You are kidding.
You're
You are
kidding.
kidding. You are kidding.
Good. Now you
You are
can
kidding.
say you are kidding, and that
You
just
are.
puts a little bit more emphasis. Okay. You are kidding.
Yeah.
Or
You are kidding.
right. So
Kidding.
that makes it
kidding.
stronger when you say it like that. When you use the contraction, it's not as strong. So you're kidding.
You're kidding.
You're kidding.
Kidding.
You kidding.
Kidding.
And actually in Australian English, we say you're kidding me.
You kidding me?
You're kidding me.
Kidding me.
You're kidding me.
Actually, now that I say it, I realize I say that a lot. Okay, so that's something that we say again when something is surprising. So that can be a good thing or a bad thing. So my friend says, you know, I won the lottery. You're kidding! Okay, that's a good thing. All right. Okay, so then next one here. We bought you some chocolates, but we left them at the office. What does Sally say? What a
Pity.
What a pity. Okay,
What a
so
pity.
pity just means, we also say sometimes, what a shame. You heard that before? What a shame. Just means, oh, that's
What
a
a
bit
shame.
sad. What a shame. What a pity.
shame.
And then she also tries to make them feel better, and she says,
Never mind.
Never
Never
mind.
mind.
never
mind.
mind.
Never mind.
Okay, what's a more, I mean, never mind is polite. What's something that we could also say instead of never mind that might be a little bit more casual or informal?
Don't worry.
No worries.
You know what?
Don't worry about it.
Don't
Exactly.
worry about this.
No worries. No problem. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's all very much more Australian English. Yeah. Okay. So Jenny says, I also have some good news. And Sally says,
Oh, really?
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 Yeah, really.
Really?
Oh,
Really?
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 So this is you guys are doing a great job of this. Remember, it's not the words that you're using, it's the tone of voice is everything. Okay? So we can express surprise by saying, really?
Really?
And our voice goes up when we express surprise. When we're disappointed, our voice goes down and we say, really?
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 Okay, so these words, it's not the meaning of the word, it's the tone of voice is everything. Okay. All right, so Sally says, you've got a promotion.
Oh, fantastic.
How fantastic.
How
How
fantastic.
fantastic.
Can anybody maybe for me tell me maybe what an Australian speaker would say? Because we'd say fantastic, but probably not how fantastic. Any ideas?
This is
How
fantastic.
amazing.
It's fantastic.
Good, really close. That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's
So again, I think in British English, it's quite common for them to say how, like how wonderful, how fantastic. Whereas for us, we use the pronoun. That's wonderful. That's fantastic. Okay, good. And that is great.
News.
Okay, good. So let's try that together. That's great news.
That's great news.
Excellent. That's great news.
That's
great news.
Awesome. Well done. All right, nearly there. Let's go and have dinner. What a
Good
Great
idea.
idea.
Great.
what a great idea.
Great
And again,
idea.
for us, great and good, there's not really much difference. We can say good idea, great idea, fantastic idea, depending on how you feel about it. All right.
How hungry you feel.
Exactly, how hungry you feel.
Yeah.
Maybe now you might be thinking that's a fantastic idea because I'm so hungry. I'm going to say something. I'm going to give you some information. And I want you to react to what I say. Okay, so there's no one correct answer. I just want you to say what you think is a good response to that statement. Okay, so we'll do a practice together and see how we go. Okay, so I got a new job.
Really?
Okay, if you were my friends right now, I would be a little bit disappointed. I feel like the reaction needed to be a little bit better than that. Okay, all right. So maybe that wasn't a good example. So just to be perfectly clear, I don't have a new job. I still work at Impact.
Great.
Let's try something else. Okay. I'm getting married.
Oh, really?
That's a great.
It's fantastic.
I don't believe it.
Fantastic.
Well,
it depends. It depends of if you are married. Maybe I can say, oh no.
That's right, exactly. It depends. That's a really good point. It depends on the relationship. Maybe if you secretly loved me.
Yeah.
Pity.
Oh no.
Oh no.
How awful.
Oh no, never mind. Okay. All right. Oh no, I've lost my wallet.
Oh no. Pity.
So bad.
Pity.
But
Good. And just
I
remind me
don't
again,
believe it.
what's an alternative to what a pity? What's another thing we can say?
What a shame.
What a shame.
Shame.
What
It's
a
a
shame.
shame.
Good.
What a shame.
Excellent. Okay, maybe one more. I never learned how to ride a bicycle.
Really?
Or
Really?
you're kidding?
Interesting.
Don't believe it.
Are you kidding?
don't believe you.
Guys, that pretty much brings us to the end of our lesson today. That was a pretty quick 55 minutes. I don't believe it.
Don't believe it. Oh no.
Yes.
You're
All right, so
kidding.
Yeah.
what I would like you to do though is keep practicing using those expressions, okay? Because
Okay.
the most important thing is this is how English speakers talk. Okay,
Yeah.
we're not always using full sentences. It's not always formal English. Sometimes a lot of communication is just really short reactions to things. Okay, and that's how you communicate. So keep practicing those with your friends and your classmates. And thank you very much for joining my class today. I had so much fun with everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.